All right. Good evening. Kudzai here. I thought I should just make a quick and short video about this. I hope it's going to be short enough. A friend of mine had asked me about TymeBank, and they're interested in in investing into this company. So TymeBank happens to be part of an extremely complex investment fund, which I thought maybe I should quickly dive into. So this goes by the name of African Rainbow Capital Investments, which is chaired by Dr. Patrice Motsepe. This company was incorporated in Mauritius, and then they listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange and also on the A2X exchange. So how this company actually works is that they've got an African Rainbow Capital Fund, which invests into a number of different companies. They can be listed or unlisted companies. And then TymeBank happens to be just one of those. In total, there's 46 other companies. For example, there's Rain, there's Afrimet, which is in mining. They also have Crops, I think that's in phosphate mining, which they use for fertilizer. So it's an extremely diversified portfolio. But to just go back to TymeBank, which is the main focus for now, which is basically one of the companies. But for now, we focus on two of the 47 companies. The first one being Tyme Global, and then the second one being TymeBank. So Tyme Global, this is a technology company. What they're focused on is creating digital solutions for digital banks. And then TymeBank, being a digital bank, is using this software as a service created by Tyme Global. So African Rainbow Capital Investments, the one that you see on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, has got a stake in both Tyme Global and in TymeBank. They have almost a 60% stake in Tyme Global. And then in TymeBank, let me just confirm the numbers. They own 29%. I'll have to just check because I'd put everything down so I can remember everything that I'm going to share. So Tyme Global is headquartered in Hong Kong. The design team is in design and engineering team, I believe. They are in Vietnam. So like I mentioned earlier on, they've got 47 companies under their belt, TymeBank being one of them. And TymeBank is the third biggest investment that they have. I think that's third to Afrimet and Rain, if I'm not mistaken. I think Rain is the biggest investment that they have, which is the blue data service or mobile data service company. When it comes to the percentage of the fund that TymeBank holds, it only holds about 9% of the fund. So the other 91% is a whole host of other companies. So do not invest in the fund thinking you're directly investing into TymeBank. You're only having a 9% exposure into TymeBank. The other 91% will be all these other companies that I've mentioned and a whole lot more that I have not mentioned, right? TymeBank was only founded in 2015. It's a very young bank, right? Launched only in 2019, which is about 2019, 2020, 2021, around about 3 years operational. But in this time, they've actually done quite a lot. They've onboarded about 4 million clients, which is a lot. Right when COVID started, they were about to enter into a deal with ZCC. I don't know if this deal has gone through, or if it's most likely to go through anytime in the future. But if this is to go through, this will be a very big win for them, because this will now give them access to the client base of the ZCC congregants. And I think we're looking at upwards of 10 million congregants, and of which at least about half of those people, they're economically active, if I'm not mistaken, which is a huge client base for TymeBank. Another thing you'd need to also be aware of is that TymeBank on its own, it is not yet profitable. They haven't broken even yet. They're looking to do that most likely this year, if not sometime next year. Well, at least when I'm speaking, just at least based on the research I've done to date, they're not yet profitable. So this is something you'd need to consider. I'll just be quickly checking some of my notes here. So basically, when it comes to TymeBank, this is just about it. And another interesting thing I came across was that they were the first bank to receive a commercial banking license since 1999. I don't know. I was thinking, Capitec and then now Discovery, but maybe I think it does kind of makes sense. I think Discovery is probably fairly new. So yeah, when it comes to all the other investments that this company has, which is African Rainbow Capital, you'd need to consider this if you're interested in investing, right? Because they're extremely well diversified. They're into mining. They've got Afrimet, they've got crops. They also invested into another private investment fund, which is called Fledge Capital. This company has got exposure to We Buy Cars, it's got exposure to King Price Insurance, it's got exposure to Atterbury Property Investments, which is the one building mostly there around Waterfall City in Midrand. So I really tried to give an extremely quick overview of the structure of this company and this fund, but I don't think I have even made a dent. It's quite an extremely complex business model with an extremely complex network of other companies involved or other parties involved. You know, we've got UBI, we've got Sanlam, but just for the sake of, you know, highlighting and giving more context onto the relationship between TymeBank and the listed company, this is basically what I was trying to get to. I really hope this on its own was quite helpful, and definitely in the future I'm going to dive in a bit deeper into this, and then probably look at other companies, just give more context. I really hope this can at least help my friend and plus one other person. Thank you for spending your time to watch this. I really hope you have a great weekend ahead. Well, it's a Friday this side, so sharp. Cheers. Thank you.